Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is the 70th episode of the series, and today we have games against Chelsea in the Premier League in the first versus second clash, and also the first leg of our Champions League quarter-final tie. Before we play those games though, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera. So of course, in the last episode you saw the Manchester double where we beat City by 2-0. Gerard Tran scoring a double, and then the dramatic Capital One Cup final win on penalties after the game finished 1-1 after 120 minutes. That penalty shootout was just unbelievable, and off camera I played 6 games, and the first of which featured another penalty shootout. Can you believe that? The 4th of the season in an FA Cup 5th round replay against Watford, but we lost it. We had 3 wins in a row, and sadly we lost to Watford on penalties. This was a crazy game though. It was 3-3 after 120 minutes. Esposito and Mahrez both came off the bench to rescue this game when it was tied. When we were losing 2-0. They scored 2 late goals. Then Watford scored to make it 3-2 in extra time. Then we scored again for Esposito to make it 3-3. Those two came off the bench to rescue us in this one, but sadly we couldn't win on the shootout. And that was the first of a 3-game loss streak, because we then lost to Villa 2-0 away at Villa Park. A surprising 2-0 defeat that one, and then against Valencia we lost in the second leg by 4-3, but of course it did not matter. We won the first leg 4-0, so despite this loss in a really action-packed game, we still progressed to the quarterfinals, and you can already see who we'll be facing today. We then went on a 3-game win streak though, first against Newcastle by 4-1, great to see. Gerard Tran bagged another brace, great to see, and then beat Burnley by 3-0, another brace for Gerard Tran. May as well rename him Gerard Brace Tran, I don't know. So we won the game by 3-0, and it'll beat Burnley by 3-0 as well. So back-to-back 3-0 wins and a 4-1 victory over Newcastle as well meant that we cancelled out our 3-game loss streak with a 3-game win streak. So in the Premier League right now, this is how the table is currently looking. We have got 8 games to go, and we also have a game in hand over our opponents Chelsea today, who sit in second place on 60 points. We have 62 points, so a win in today's game will put us 5 points clear and have a game in hand over Chelsea with 7 games to go, and it will be absolutely fantastic if we can do that. But just avoiding defeat today, in my opinion, is the most important thing. And of course, you also know as well who we'll be facing in the quarterfinals. You would have seen it by now. We'll be taking on Marseille in the quarterfinal first leg. This game is going to feature in today's episode as well. What I'm going to do is play the Chelsea game, then play the Brentford game off camera, just come back and show you what happened, and then play the Marseille game, just because I want to do it for you. So there you go. So yeah, today you see games against Chelsea and Marseille, and coming into the game, we've been forced into a really big change at fullback as well, which is going to make me quite nervous for this one. As you can see, George is currently injured, and right now too, we don't have another backup left back because Ben Davies is also injured. So we could play Joe Gomez at left back, but what I've decided to do is play Chambers at right back for this game and move Karaman to left back. When I get a young player, I always train him in a secondary position, and that's what I've been doing with Karaman ever since we signed him. And of course, he's learned the left back role quite well. I feel he's accomplished now, so he's going to start there at left back as opposed to his usual right back role. So this is the team for the game then. 4-4-2, Leno in goal, back for a Karaman, Fabiano, Marlon and Chambers. In midfield, Brandt on the left, Mahrez on the right, and in the middle, Bentancur and Pep, because Sam Redmond is currently suspended. This is his final suspension. Very frustrating to miss this big game. And then up top together, Esposito and Chewy, because Tran is also injured. We've had quite a lot of injury problems over the past few weeks. Very frustrating indeed. So on the bench, Pickford, Gomez, Allen, Sigurdsson, Sisto, Bale, and also Dominic Albert. And here we go then. First game, yes, we take on Chelsea. A massive game. I rambled on quite a bit for this bit, but anyway, we take on Chelsea. It's a big one. It's first versus second. Come on, Swansea, let's get the win. Obviously, ordinarily, being at home on a 3-game win streak, I'll be feeling very confident indeed, but due to the fact we've been forced into those changes, particularly at fullback, I do feel quite nervous. And of course, being about Sam Redmond, I've said it before, he is without question one of the most important players in this side. No one can do his role like him, so I am a little bit nervous, but a win, putting us 5 points clear with 7 games to go and having a game in hand, I mean, that would be incredible. So hopefully we'll be able to come through the 3 points today, but again, feeling quite nervous for it. But here is the first highlight of the game with Karaman is he's playing 1-2. Brandt's now on the ball. He finds Chewy, who's in to make it 1-0, and it's the perfect start just 5 minutes in. He's not fully match fit, but he scored the opening goal of the game, and Chelsea are not happy about it. They think he was offside. So 1-0 Swansea, what a start. I moved Karaman to left back and he was involved in the build-up as well. He gives it to Brandt. Brandt plays it inside towards Chewy. I must say, he looked a fraction offside there. I'm not sure who that was that may have been keeping him on. That was Esposito. Wisdom may have been keeping him on there. Not entirely sure, but it's a good finish by Chewy. The German puts us in front and it's 1-0 to the Swans. And here's the second highlight. 19 minutes in with us leading by a goal. Chewy nods down the long goal kick from Leno even. And after Esposito finds Chewy, he finds Mahrez down the right hand side, cutting inside. And there's Chewy for his second goal of the game. How about that? The German striker notches up his 10th of the season. I think this might be his first game back since injury, or possibly his second game back. Can't remember now. And he's bagged the brace just 19 minutes in. We're getting so many braces right now. I may as well open up an orthodontist site. It's a brilliant ball in by Mahrez. He finds Chewy and it is 2-0 to the Swans. What a fantastic start in a massive game. Also, that might be one of my best ever jokes of the series as Brandt receives the throw in but loses possession, and Chelsea have given the ball away here, but we've also given the ball away, and now they come on the break here. If they can get a goal back in this game, then I'll start to feel quite nervous, but as things stand right now, I'm quite comfortable. And as Benteke wins the ball here, we could be on the break again. It's Chewy on the ball. He's on a hat-trick right now, our German striker. Back towards Pep, and he finds Benteke, who plays that wide towards Mahrez. Down this right-hand side, Azpilicueta tackles, but Chambers picks it up. Can we get an opportunity here? Pep on the ball. Chewy now, back towards Benteke. Patient build-up here, trying to probe Chelsea and find an opening. Esposito into Chewy for his hat-trick. 33 minutes in. How about that? What about this for a replacement for Gerard Tran? Chewy has bagged a hat-trick 33 minutes in. That might be the quickest hat-trick of the series, you know. Esposito finds Chewy. Great first touch, sets himself, finds the bottom corner, and the German striker, what an acquisition he's been despite an injury played first season. Swansea 3, Chelsea 0, and in a massive game, I did not expect this. We're going 5 points clear of Chelsea. We'll have a game in hand as well. A big win surely, unless we have a meltdown in the second half, and hopefully we won't. What a fantastic first half. So first highlight the second half, and worryingly it does come to Chelsea, but Marlon makes a great challenge on Barkley, and away goes Mahrez to Chewy down the right hand side. Perfect first touch, and he is away. Chewy has scored a hat-trick, and he could have got an assist as well for Esposito, but it's a brilliant save by Courtois, and the Belgian keeps Chelsea in the game. If that goes in, it's good night to the side from London. That's a really impressive stop though, and it's still 3-0. And it looks like one final highlight as we approach stoppage time here, and it comes to us as well with Bale sending Esposito down this left-hand side. Can we add a fourth goal? That's a great run by Esposito, but his cross is cut out. We'll get it back though with Bale on the ball. He finds Karaman. He's done very well in the left-back role today. Brandt finds Bale. Bale outside the area finds Chewy with 3 goals so far, He finds Callum Chambers. Chambers is in there, and he ends up hitting the side netting. The right back almost getting amongst the goals himself. So 3-0 is going to be the final score then. What a fantastic performance this has been. And without question, one of the best performances of the season so far. First versus second, I was a little bit worried with the injury problems, Redmond being suspended as well. But instead, we've come out and we've had an absolutely extraordinary performance as we will comfortably win this game by 3-0. So there is the full-time whistle. United drawing with Derby does mean that they're 4 points behind us. Chelsea 5 points behind us as well. And I mean, I said that a win in this game would be massive, and it really was as well, because you'll see the table just before you move on to the Marseille game, and also I'll play the Brentford game off camera. But as things stand right now in the table, you see it on the right there, we are 5 points clear of Chelsea and 4 clear of United, and we have a game in hand on both of them. If we win that against Brentford, which I expect us to do so, we'll go 8 points clear of Chelsea and 7 clear of United with just 6 games to go. We've had a frustrating season, but it looks as though if we do beat Brentford, we'll be on our way, possibly touch wood, to our 3rd successive league title. What a performance from Chewy as well. And so as we come into the second game of today's episode, we now take on Marseille here away at the Stade Velodrome. I will let you guys know that we just beat Brentford by 1-0 in our last fixture. It was a nervy one though. Brentford had a lot of chances, particularly down the stretch. Leno made some really important saves, and I played Sam Redmond at centre-back in this game as well, and he actually did really well. I've tried him there before. He knows how to fill in at centre-back if he needs to, and yeah, we got the win. So just briefly, a look at the league table before we go into the Marseille game. We are top with 7 points clear of United, 8 clear of Chelsea and also City as well, and we have a game in hand on all the teams below us going down to Everton. So yeah, we got 6 games to go, and it's safe to say, I mean, I'm not going to say I got one hand on the title again, because anything can happen in football and this is the Premier League, but let's just say we've got our pinky finger wrapped around it. But still, for the second game though, we do need to take on Marseille. This is a massive game though. It's the Champions League. Wow, not again. Reload. Okay, there we go. So, second game of the episode, and we do need to take on Marseille. It is a massive game here, away at the Velodrome, and if we can get a really solid performance in this one, an away goal as well, I'll feel very confident going into the second leg at Liberty Stadium. But just getting to the quarterfinals, I'm still pretty pleased that we've gone further than the past 2 years. So, 4-4-2 for the game, same formation, same tactics. This is the team. Leno starts in goal, back for a George, Fabiano, Marlon, and Karaman playing in his normal right-back role. In midfield, Brandt on the left, Bentancur on the right, and in the middle, Sam Redmond and Pep. Up top together, Gianluca Esposito and Chewy, who bagged a hat-trick even. Chewy bagged a hat-trick even in the Chelsea game. Can he score again tonight? Well, on the bench we have Pickford, Gomez, Chambers, Sigurdsson, Sisto, Mahrez, and also Javier Hernandez as well. So, second game of the episode, we take on Marseille. It's a huge one. We're away from home at the Velodrome. It's the first time we've ever been in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Can we get a big result? Let's hope so. Come on, Swansea. And I've mentioned this a couple of times now, but I still can't believe that Sam Redmond is not even a favoured personnel in the list of the favoured personnel icons and legends. It makes no sense. He's an academy graduate, vice captain. What's going on? Still, first highlight comes here. Marseille deal with a cross, but we get it back with good old Sammy boy. George finds Pep, and Pep plays that wide towards Bentancur. Tellez intercepts, but it will come towards Karaman, and our right back comes inside, finds Chewy. Chewy on the ball, back towards Karaman, who's in to score what I think is his first ever goal for Swansea City. Muharrem Karaman, what a signing this guy's been from AZ Alkmaar a few years ago. I bought him for £6 million. It's now gone up to £10 million with the clauses, but he's been worth every penny. What a back heel by Chewy. And our right back's first goal for the club is an important one. I love this kid, I really do. He's only 20 years old, and he's already the best right back in the league. Marseille 0, Swansea 1. Perfect start away in the south of France. And a chance here very soon after our goal for Marseille to get back on level terms as Arias receives the ball down the right hand side. He finds Stuaro back towards the number 17 who crosses, and there is the equalising goal, and it's the boy that is doing very well in my Rayo Vallecano series right now, Adama, who makes it 1-1. It's a really good cross into the centre from Arias, and in the middle Adama is at the far post. He equalises, it's 1-1, and Marseille are back on level terms. So second half begins, and the first highlight comes just 4 minutes after the restart. I wouldn't be against taking a 1-1 draw back to the Liberty Stadium, but I'd love a second away goal. We could get one here with Esposito on the ball, coming inside and shooting and scoring as well. The goalkeeper Kepa should have saved it, but Esposito has made it 2-1, and the Italian stallion puts us back in front just 5 minutes after the restart. He comes inside here and shoots on the weaker right foot, and I've got to say, I really feel as though the goalkeeper should have saved this one. It was central. It was pretty much straight at him, but we don't mind. We've got a second away goal, and that is fantastic. So, I mean, one Rayo Vallecano player has done quite well in this game. One has not done quite so well. Still, good finish there by Esposito, I suppose. 2-1 Swansea, and we're back in front. That's pretty crazy as well, how two Rayo Vallecano players are playing against me in this game. But still, Marseille 1, Swansea 2. If we can hang on to this win, I'll absolutely love it. But I still feel as though Marseille can get themselves back on level terms and peg us back for a second time in the game. And with a highlight here, they could do it right now as I'm speaking, with Alex Tellez trying to find Sturaro, and eventually he does. It comes through to number 13 though. He plays that wide towards Arias. The right back got the assist for the first goal, and he could get another assist here. It's another wicked cross into the centre, and Pau Migueles heads it in and does indeed peg us back and make it 2-2. So twice we surrendered a lead in this game. We have the 2 away goals, which is good, but Arias is causing George back from injury problems all game long. Great cross into the middle. There's Pau Migueles with the header, and it's 2-2. So just over 14 minutes to go, and a possible chance here for Marseille to win this game late on, but instead, the anti-jinx may be in full effect as we go on a break after Redmond's tackle. Brandt on the ball, through towards Karaman, switched out to left back. He finds Esposito, through towards Pep. He finds Chewy. Chewy to Esposito, get in! There is the third goal, and surely this time we won't throw it away and see Marseille come back again. They are fuming. They think that it was offside. I didn't think so myself, but it's Esposito with a finish, and it is 3-2 to Swansea. He finds Pep through towards Chewy. Wow, this is really laggy today. Chewy through towards Esposito, and the Italian stallion finds the back of the net. It is 3-2 to Swansea. 3 away goals in the first leg. Absolutely fantastic. Surely now we're not going to throw away this win. And a free kick here as well as Brandt takes and Pep flicks it on, and there's Fabiano to score, but he was offside and the goal won't count. Damn it. Oh, and now a highlight for Marseille as Karaman heads the ball away, but Pep gives away a penalty. What was that for? A push? A push from Pep, and a chance for Marseille to once again tie the game. It's meant to take it. Leno's been in great form of late, but he can't save the penalty, and I don't believe it. We've thrown it away again. 3 times in this game we've led, and 3 times Marseille have come back to equalise. And I've got to be honest here, if we don't get through, we've only got ourselves to blame. I mean, absolutely fuming. Leno goes the right way, but he can't save it. It's 3-3. I can't believe we're not going to get a win in this game. And that will do it then. Final score, Marseille 3, Swansea 3. And if you would have told me we'd score 3 away goals, I would normally say that's going to be a good result for us pre-game. But instead, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, because we threw away a lead 3 separate times on 3 separate occasions. So I think calmly I'm going to tell the defence I'm not happy with their defensive work, and that's fired them all up, which is great. But you know, when it comes down to scoring goals, I thought we were fantastic going forward. But again, defensively, that was the problem for us. And Pep giving away a penalty, he's changed his hairstyle again. That's why he needs to ginger Mohawk back. But still, 3-3 the final score. If nothing else, I'm glad you guys got 2 very exciting games today. And I still feel like we are the favourite team to go through, if that makes sense, going into the second leg, because of course we have those 3 away goals and Marseille will need to score, but it would have been so much better had we held on to a 3-2 win. Marseille would have needed to score twice at the Liberty Stadium. But you know what? Positives, going to be positive, be optimistic. We scored 3 away goals. Marseille need to score at Liberty Stadium. I'm still feeling quite confident we could be going through to the semi-finals. So that will end today's episode then in the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I shall return for the second leg of the quarter-final of the Champions League against Marseille, and also a game against Fulham as well, where if we win that one and also beat Leicester as well in the game sandwiched in between this Marseille double, we could be well on our way to winning our 3rd successive Premier League title. So I'll see you for this double very soon. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please leave a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon.